Hi, everybody. Reese Davis with you, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. The Yellow Jackets haven't only flirted with disaster, they've courted disaster, they've romanced disaster, they've married disaster, they've become one with disaster. So finally, now at rock bottom, there's only one way to go. Can they finally go up? That does it for us here on the NCAA College Football pregame show. Enjoy the game. We'll see you at the half.
In Tallahassee, Florida at Doak Campbell Stadium, these fans are anxiously awaiting the start of this one. Let's head down to the coin toss now. And it's brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coca-Cola taste and 0 calories. Enjoy everything. Brown has the ball set, and he looks ready to kick this one deep to open up the ball game. Here we go, folks. He really got a hold of that kick. He's to the 20. He makes it out to maybe the 23-yard line. The Yellow Jackets have got a guy at quarterback that is a true leader. We found that out this week talking to him.
We sure did, Brad. It was interesting this week, and as you and I prepared for this game, finding out that he called a players-only meeting without any of the coaches just to get this team focused and let them understand what it takes to go on the road and to win this kind of game. And when you have that kind of leadership, you got a real chance to be able to go on the road and win.
Good job by the defense to overpower the offensive line and drop the back for a loss.
From their own 21-yard line. Second down. He's out to the 30. Brought down at the 31-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 10 yards. That makes it 3rd and 3.
The crowd really making it difficult. Pulls it in, and that's a first down. Tackle made right around the 46-yard line.
That was a good reaction to the blitzing linebacker. That's what you like to see out of a young quarterback. He just has to ignore the pressure and get the ball out of there on time.
First and 10. Ball on the 46. They'll line up with 5 wide receivers.
Good job here by the defense. If you let this quarterback set and throw, he'll kill you all game. But they got excellent pressure on that play.
They spread the field in the gun with 5 wide receivers. Throws out on the screen, incomplete. From their own 46-yard line. 3rd down. And this crowd is going absolutely crazy. Here's the throw, and I don't think he got anything on that. Hill picks him up 2 yards with that catch. Anthony will be the return man. This one will go into the end zone, and they'll bring it out to the 20. The quarterback leads the team out on the field for the first drive. The sub package in there defensively in this 5-wide receiver set. Throws it in a hurry, and he's hit before he can go anywhere.
That's great execution. Quarterback made a nice throw, and the receiver was able to go up and make the play.
From their own 30-yard line. First down. Tackle at the 31. A 1-yard gain by the halfback.
One thing about this linebacker over the years that separates him from the rest are his instincts and ability to make the play. That's a nice tackle by the senior.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
The defense got some pressure and forced a bad pass.
I think they've been a little bit more aggressive here with their pass rush, and that time it paid off with an incompletion.
It's 3rd and 9. Ball on their own 31.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check 59. Mike is 59.
And that'll bring up a punting situation.
It was a good hold by the defense on 3rd down. Now their punt returner will get a chance to make something happen.
Harris, the return man. The Seminoles really took care of business on defense that first time out, Perfect.
One of the great traditions of college football is this defense and the way they play with such passion and enthusiasm in this environment. We're seeing that again today.
And so far, it's been totally even. In close games like this, every possession is likely to matter. Hand off to the left. Makes it out to maybe the 40-yard line.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
It's 2nd down, 6 yards to go. Ball on the 40-yard line. He's at the 30, to the 10. Touchdown! Huge play. And he hits the PAT.
Is good.
Reese Davis joins us in the studio with this update. Reese? Let's have a look at what's going on in Chapel Thrill. Miami wins it 38-14.
Bobo has the ball all teed up, and he's ready to kick this one off. Nice kick, plenty of distance. He's to the 10. And he makes it out to about the 17-yard line. And while they are behind, they know they can knot things up in a heartbeat. It's way too early to change your game plan. Throws out and through his hands.
That was textbook coverage by the defense. That's exactly what you want to do on every single pass play, but it doesn't always happen.
From their own 17-yard line. 2nd down.
Let's go.
Goes over the middle, intercepted. He's hit and got away, and he hits him hard at the 35-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 35. Georgia Tech up 7 points. He's taken down at the 32. Georgia Tech's got a guy behind center that can really do it all, Herbie. I mean, he's a dual threat. He can hurt you with his feet and his arm. With this guy, it's PYP. Pick your poison.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Switch.
Knocked out of bounds at the 18-yard line. And they were lucky that one didn't go for more.
They look like they've never defended the option before. The tailback had a ton of running room there.
From the 18-yard line. 1st down.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the light.
And he's taken down right around the 2-yard line.
Call it a gain of 16 yards. That makes it 1st and goal.
Tight right. He's checking. Crash.
They'll make the sack.
Brad, not only did they give up a sack here, but their quarterback just got hit and hit hard. If I'm an offensive coordinator, or especially an offensive line coach, I'm getting a hold of my offensive line, making sure these guys are on the same page, and they've got to take more pride in taking care of their quarterback than that play right there.
Fires quickly, and they got it. Touchdown. And he adds the extra point. So that's a 5-play, 35-yard drive. And they put up 7 points. The score now, 14-0. Looks like they're ready for the kick. He sends this one deep. He's to the 20. And down he goes at the 23. The Yellow Jackets have found a way to shut this offense down, but hey, it's still early in a football game.
Yeah, give them a lot of credit for the way they've played up to this point. But just based on watching these teams and preparing for this game, do not be surprised to see this offense eventually find itself and start to execute much better. Boy, the defense has to be very frustrated there. They did everything. They got to the quarterback. In fact, it looked like they had a chance to bring him down for the sack, but somehow he's able to throw the ball away.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 23-yard line.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
They'll bring him down at the 39. Good pitch and catch there on 2nd down.
Yep, it was good enough to get him a 1st down. That's just a nice play.
Roger. Check 59. Mike is 59.
Fires quickly, and he's got his man. And they push him out at the 44-yard line. And a nice pickup there.
I'll tell you what, the defense gambled a bit here and came with the blitz, and the quarterback showed tremendous poise by making a good read and delivered a nice ball to the open man.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 44. He throws it.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
And he's tackled at about the 41.
That's good for a gain of 3 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 6.
3rd down now. They need to get it down to the 34. Caught, open field. He steps out at the 30-yard line.
Good job here by the receiver to look the ball in and ensure he had possession. That's the right way to catch a pass.
And he's level at the 19. So they pick up quite a few yards on that play, Kurt.
Well, that was an excellent route, and he did a great job of holding on to the football.
And this play is number 8 on the drive. Quick strike to the receiver. He's tackled around the 11-yard line.
That's a gain of 8 on the play. That makes it 2nd and 2.
So it's 2nd down and about 2 yards to go.
Roger. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Check. Disco Raver.
And he makes it out to about the 11-yard line. Picked up a yard of anything on that run.
That'll make it 3rd and 1.
And this is the 10th play of the drive. Taken down in the backfield.
He knew it was a run all the way and got a good jump. Once he got there, he wasn't about to let him slip away either.
So they're going to go for it here.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
There are 3 quarters remaining. The Yellow Jackets lead it by 2 touchdowns. Back to the action now here in the 2nd quarter.
Man out.
Watch out for a pass play when you're in a goal line D. Runs right for a nice gain. And this is the 12th play of the drive. And they make the stop at the 1-yard line. Zips it to the back. Kirk, that was a nice grab there.
You know, it may be simple, but whenever you can gain solid yardage, you're doing something right.
It's 2nd and goal. 1 yard to the goal line. They're crowding that line of scrimmage. Touchdown, FSU! He makes the PAT. Brown gets set to kick this one away. Sends it sailing downfield. He's to the 20. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. In a game that's this close, you can't afford to waste possessions. Georgia Tech is up a score. Tackled after a decent pickup.
Call it a gain of 7 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
They need about 3 yards to get the first here on 2nd down.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
And down he goes at the 49-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 18 yards. That makes it 1st and 10.
Check.
They come out in an empty backfield.
Slam.
Nearly intercepted.
I'm not sure the quarterback saw him when he was getting ready to pass because he stuck his paw right in the passing lane.
2nd down, 10 to go. Ball on the 49. Run left side. He makes it out to maybe the 49-yard line. quarterback in the gun with 5 receivers.
This offense has to find
hold of that kick. He's to the 10. Gets to about the 17-yard line.
Boy, this is turning into a shootout here. Now, remember, the last time we saw this offense out in the field, they answered the bell and scored a touchdown. Can they do that now a second time?
It was a pretty one-sided first quarter, but I wouldn't be surprised if things changed in a big way before halftime. Finds his man, and they take him down immediately. So it's second down now, and they need about 4 yards to pick up the first. He's wrapped up for the sack.
I think the quarterback here, even though he came up with a sack and he's on his back, he's also guilty here of not getting a better pre-snap read. You know, a lot of quarterbacks would get caught up in their size and their arm strength and how they throw the football. But the really good quarterbacks bring the intangibles to the table, and that means recognizing a blitz and affecting the offensive line and making the right call to adjust the protection. That time, he didn't do that.
Brought down right around the 30. Got a receiver, and he dropped it.
That makes it second and 10. Griffith comes in at quarterback.
From their own 30-yard line, it's second down. He's on the run. Got the corner. Tackle at the 40.
That's not everyday speed you're talking about with this guy. This is a unique burst combined with a really impressive field vision.
The sub package in there defensively for this 5 wide receiver set. Quick throw. He's taken down at the 37. From the 37-yard line, it's first down. To the 10. Gets it out quickly. He's all the way. Touchdown. And he converts the extra point. Brown is lined up to kick this one off. Harris from the 2. He makes it out maybe to the 26-yard line. Georgia Tech's offense is just clicking on all cylinders, Herbie, right now. It's everything they planned for, and it's all working.
Everything is coming together for this offense. They seem to be getting better with each series. And, you know, this game started where this team was, you know, they wondered if they were going to be able to move the ball against this defense. And I think right now, I think they seem to, as I said earlier, they seem to be growing with their confidence with each possession.
Makes the catch, and look out. That's a great tackle at the 32-yard line.
Bowen with the tackle at the 32-yard line. That'll make it second and 4.
They're about 4 yards away here on second down. Georgia Tech is up 7. He gets out to about the 35-yard line. this is going to be a first down. And he's taken down around the 43-yard line.
Gaining 22 on the play. First down.
From the 43-yard line. First down.
Switch, switch, switch.
And he just gets rid of it.
Man left, man left.
Empty backfield. Quarterback in the gun. 5 wide receivers. Got his man. Can't tack on any yardage.
That's a gain of 5 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 4.
They're about 4 yards away here on 3rd down. Really a tough spot for an offense to be in against this crowd in this stadium. Quick pass. They'll drop him for a loss. Florida State just took their first time out. That'll be a loss of 1.
They really just didn't have any room to work on that play. The defense just suffocated them there.
They come out in a 5-wide set. Here comes the pressure. And he's immediately tackled. This one will be interference, but who's it going to be called on?
Pass interference. Offense.
Looked like the receiver got a little bit too aggressive there.
Still
The
forward
defender
down.
held his ground, and they threw the flag.
4th down and a ways to go after the penalty. He'll try to knock this punt down inside the 20. This punt bounces into the end zone, and this will be a touchback. Momentum swings have been fairly even, and with so little separation, this game can be drastically changed on just 1 or 2 plays. Pulls it in, and he's in the open field.
It's a nice job here by the wide receiver of looking the ball in and keeping the chains moving. He was on the same page as his quarterback as they both saw the double outside linebacker blitz coming.
And he tackles him hard at the 49.
That makes it 1st and 10.
And he's hit immediately. The Seminoles use their 2nd timeout.
That's a gain of 13 yards on the play. First down.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 37. Rolls to the right. Quarterback's going to run it, and he's got room to work. Steps out of bounds at the 25. The offense going to try to open this field up, coming out in a 5-wide set, and the defense counters with their dime look.
You know, at that point, I think, Brad, the quarterback's just better off just taking a sack. You have to be very careful as you're feeling pressure to throw the ball, just to throw the ball. If you feel like you're not going to be able to make a play and the defense got you, just give up on that play and get ready for the next down.
From the 25-yard line. 2nd down. Can they get it? And it's going the other way. It's the senior corner. Great play there by the corner to come up with a big interception.
That's not a very good pass right there. He should probably have tried to throw that one away. He was under heavy pressure and then threw it right to the corner.
Georgia Tech up 7 points. And now he's got room to run. And he's shoved out of bounds at the 26. There's been no lack of scoring here as we've reached halftime. Georgia Tech's lead is a touchdown. All right, Reese, David, thanks, guys. Just about set to start the third quarter. Nice kick, plenty of distance. He's to the 10. Looking for the corner at the 30. He goes down at the 48-yard line. There's still plenty of time to keep running their offense as usual here. I don't think they need to feel any anxiety about trailing. Got it, but he's going to lose yards here. They get a 1-yard loss on that one.
Pretty good stand there. They weren't fooled at all by the offensive play call.
From the 49-yard line, second down. They go with a screen here, and the halfback's got it. He's at the 30, and he's tackled at about the 23-yard line. We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 23-yard line. Let it go, and it's caught for the touchdown. Will be tied with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. Florida State kick this one off. He just drills this one. He's to the 20. He's taken down at the 23-yard line. I think it says something about the quality of the preparation of both teams that we're into the third quarter and nobody's been able to pull away. Both sides seem to know what to expect. They'll work the right side, and there's nothing going there. The offense couldn't get those linemen blocked, and they'll lose yards.
Well, here the defensive linemen did a great job at sealing up the hole at the line of scrimmage.
It's second down, 12 to go. Ball on their own 22. Nice run up the middle.
Gain of 4 yards. That makes it 3rd and 7.
The intimidation factor is definitely here when you're playing in this stadium. They'll bring him down right around the 34.
That makes it 1st and 10.
From their own 34-yard line. First down. He gets out to about the 44-yard line.
Call it a gain of 10 yards. That'll make it 2nd and inches.
Halfback's got it on the quick throw. He's brought down in the open field. So the completion goes for about 5 yards and a first down.
And I like the decision the quarterback made on this play. He didn't try to force a deep pass. Instead, he just threw a little dump-off pass that was good enough for a first down.
And the quarterback didn't waste any time getting rid of that one. He took the snap and he threw it right out there from their own 49-yard line. It's first down. Nice run there.
That's a gain of 6 on the play. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
Tight right, tight right. Pull down, pull down. No, check that. Little Mike 52 right here. Check that. Motion, pump, 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 pump. Pump, pump, pump.
Boy, was he drilled as he let go of that football.
And he's going to feel that one tomorrow.
And this play is number 8 on the drive. Quick throw out to the receiver. He's tackled around the 23-yard line.
I'll tell you what, this defensive coordinator is not afraid to send the house. He brought every linebacker, and the quarterback was still able to convert the first down.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 23. The defense has got some of their best pass defenders on the field. They set up in the dime to counter that 5 wide receiver set. And they get nice yardage on that run.
Gain of 5 yards. That brings them 2nd and 5.
10th play of the drive.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Gets out to around the 9.
That's a gain of 9 on the play. That makes it 1st and goal.
First down, and they've got their eyes on that goal line.
Check 59, Mike. Let's go. Turn it up, baby.
Got some open field. Touchdown, Tech. Georgia Tech is up by 6, and he adds the extra point. It was an 11-play, 76-yard drive, and they come away with 7 points. The score now, 28-21. They line up to kick this one away. Sends it sailing downfield. He's to the 10. Tackle at the 20-yard line. The Yellow Jacket staff has got a winner on their hands. You've been around kids like this. They're just fun to be around.
They're fun to be around, and I think it's infectious. His attitude, I think, permeates throughout this entire offense and really throughout the entire team. It's no wonder this team is so competitive with him at the front leading the way.
Let's find out if the defense has made any adjustments after giving up a touchdown on that last drive.
I love to watch a quarterback when he can really get into sync with his wide receivers. These guys have worked all week on their preparation to attack this defense, and right now it's really paying off.
Defense looking for another sack in this 2nd down and long situation. The quarterback in the gun, empty backfield, 5 wide receivers in the formation. Good open field tackle.
That brings us 3rd and 10.
He's scared. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
throws it in, and that's a first down. And he hits him hard at the 35-yard line.
Makes it first and 10.
Come on, D! Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Go! Go!
Caught, open field, and down he goes at the 49-yard line.
Travis with the technical at the 49-yard line. That's good enough for another FSU first down.
First and 10. Ball on the 49-yard line. Here's the give, and he carries the ball for a nice gain. Robinson picks up 5 with the carry.
That makes it second and 6.
And he throws it away. The defense got some pressure and forced a bad pass.
I think they've been a little bit more aggressive here with their pass rush, and that time it paid off with an incompletion.
Third down now, and they need to get it inside the 41. Receiver's got the first down, and he's hit before he can go anywhere. Here's the 8th play of the series. He's rolling right. Tough throw on the run and caught. Tackle made at about the 37-yard line. They didn't have much of a chance on that play.
Boy, this defense has a lot of speed. They're all over him by the time he caught the ball.
It's 2nd and 8. Ball on the 37-yard line. Completes it, but he can't shake the defense.
Davis brings him down at the 32-yard line. That makes it 3rd and 3.
Here's play number 10 on the drive. Handoff, and he won't make it. Just nowhere for the ball carrier to go as the linebacker met him in the backfield.
Boy, what great play recognition by this linebacker. He saw the run was coming, and he just shot through the gap and made a great tackle.
Can they pull off the upset? Well, we're going to find out as we head into the 4th quarter. Georgia Tech's lead is a touchdown. So they're going to go for it here. And he's knocked out immediately after the catch. Back in this very pivotal 4th quarter. Nice run, and he's brought down.
Gain of 6 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
This is the 13th play of this drive. Brought down to the 17-yard line.
Gain of 1 yard. 3rd down.
They need about 3 yards to get the first down here on 3rd down. And he's taken down at the 17. Picked up a yard of anything on that run.
That brings us 4th and 3. Griffith is in at quarterback.
Let's go, D. Go.
Makes the catch, and he's not going to get there. Great tackle. The defense might be licking their chops right now, Herbie. We've got a change at the quarterback position. We know the kid is talented, but you got to know the defense is going to come after him. Both teams realize that when the ball is snapped, we're one play away from a very different ball game. Georgia Tech is up by a touchdown. Tackle at about the 29-yard line.
Call it a gain of 12 yards. That makes it 1st and 10.
From their own 29-yard line. 1st down. And he's going to be sacked.
That's a big-time sack by the safety, and the defensive coordinator's got to love to see this willingness to take a chance there and be able to come up with a sack. Would not shock me at all to see this defensive coordinator continue to be aggressive later in the game. Good job by the defense to overpower the offensive line and drop the back for a loss.
From their own 22-yard line. It's 3rd down. Always a noisy place to play and tough on the offense. And he tackles him hard at the 15-yard line. And they get a nice defensive play.
Now here's a play you don't see very often. That time they brought pressure from the corner position, and the line couldn't pick him up, and he was able to wrap the quarterback up for a sack. That's a good defensive call.
Vincent awaits the snap. Anthony takes it at the 47. They'll bring him down at the 33. Things aren't tied, but they might as well be. It's this drive that could really dictate the tone for the last quarter. He's on the run, and he just gets rid of it.
Even though they didn't sack him, the pressure was still enough to force a bad pass. If you can get in there and disrupt the pocket, then the quarterback is going to have a tougher time getting the ball to his playmakers.
From the 33-yard line, 2nd down. And he might want it all here, and does. It's broken up.
The coaches have to be ecstatic with that kind of effort from the corner. No quit, no getting beat on that long pass.
Griffith comes in at quarterback.
Stay with your man. Mike 55, Mike 55.
He's at the 20, inside the 10. He'll take it all the way for the touchdown. Here's the PAT to tie this thing up. And he converts the extra point. Let's go to the studio for this Reese Davis update.
The Gamecocks enter today's game ranked 2nd in the nation and knowing that they have a target on their back. And for South Carolina, they remain red hot.
And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. Nice kick, plenty of distance. He's got the corner. And down he goes at the 29-yard line. This is when things get a little prickly. You need your playmakers to really come through here. And they make the stop around the 27-yard line. It's 2nd and 12. Ball on their own 27. Just under 3 to go in regulation. He makes it out to maybe the 29-yard line.
That's a final 2. Third down.
And this crowd is going absolutely crazy. Fires out quick. It's picked off. He's taken down around the 35-yard line. What a crucial interception, and that'll change the whole landscape of this game.
And now is the time to take advantage. This offense still has a job to do. They need to put points on the board to break this tie. But wow, do we have a great game or what?
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 35. And he's tackled at the 21-yard line.
First down.
That's what I do. Mike 55! Mike 55!
Tackled after a decent pickup.
Gain of 6 on the play.
Not over here!
That brings him 2nd and 5.
Not over here!
Number 4.
From the 15-yard line. It's 2nd down. Makes it to the 12-yard line.
Gain of 3 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 2.
They go to the left for a nice gain.
Gain of 5 on the play. That'll move the chains for another FSU. First down.
1st and goal as they look to take the lead. Just over a minute left. He's gobbled up in the backfield. A 1-yard loss.
Really, they just had nowhere to go after the catch.
That brings up 2nd and goal.
Check, Disco Raver! Check, Disco Raver! Check, Disco Raver! Disco Raver!
Touchdown, Florida State. He splits the uprights with the extra point. Florida State is lining up to kick this one off. He's to the 20. Brought down at the 30-yard line. The Yellow Jackets have got to be just a little bit careful that they lean too much on a star player here in this stage of the game.
Yeah, but having a quarterback that understands what this defense wants to try to do to slow this offense down is very, very important. Now he's just got to stay calm, make good decisions, and move his offense down the field.
You know this is a real crucial time in the game. It could still go either way. Makes the grab past the marker. They'll bring him down at the 49. Georgia Tech's going to take their first time out of the hat. 1st down, 10 to go. Ball on the 49. 5 wide. He's going to air it long. And it's caught. He's tackled at the 13. Big gain there for the 1st down.
There was some miscommunication down there by the defense that allowed for that big gain.
Big opening. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Here comes the kicker to try to tie this game up. And he tacks on the extra point. Late in the fourth quarter, and with that score, we are now tied. And the way things are going, we might be going to an extra session or two. Bobo ready to kick. Excellent kick. He's to the 10. And he makes it out to about the 17-yard line. Late in the fourth quarter now, tie football game, and if we're headed to overtime, I hope it's going to be as good as what we've seen through four quarters. He wants it all. He goes up, picked off. And down he goes, right around the 38-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Interception, baby. Let's go.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 38.
Check 15. Check 15. Here we go.
There's a strike complete. To the 10. Touchdown, Tech. And he hits the PAT. Lined up to kick, and they might just kick it short and prevent a long return. And he got all of this one. Great kick. He's to the 10. He's taken down at the 24-yard line. You know the offense will be looking to do better this time out.
One general rule in any game is to hold on to the ball. If you're in the negative in the turnover department, your chances of winning decrease exponentially.
Going deep. They knock it down. Incomplete. The Yellow Jackets know that they have to enjoy this guy while they've got him, because somewhere down the line he's going to be at the next level.
Well, that'll definitely be in his future, but for now he needs to sit back and just enjoy this performance, and really the play caller, the quarterback, the offensive line, the receivers, the entire group as just a whole should feel good about their performance.
That brings this broadcast to a close. For EA Sports and Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Brad Nessler. We'll see you soon for another edition of NCAA Football 14.